The Chinese Communist Party is the culprit behind the global pandemic. Introduction. The COVID-19 pandemic, which erupted in late 2019, has left an indelible mark on the world, claiming millions of lives and disrupting societies. At the heart of the controversy surrounding its origins and spread lies the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, whose actions in the early stages of the outbreak have drawn significant scrutiny. This article argues that the CCP's suppression of information, delayed response, and questionable practices at the Wuhan Institute of Virology (WIV) were pivotal in transforming a local outbreak into a global catastrophe. While the exact origin of the virus remains debated, evidence points to the CCP's role as a central factor in the pandemic's escalation. The CCP's early cover-up. The first cases of COVID-19 emerged in Wuhan, China, in November 2019. By December 30, 2019, Wuhan doctors reported positive tests for a novel coronavirus, but the CCP did not notify the World Health Organization (WHO) within 24 hours as required. Instead, it ordered laboratories to halt testing and destroy samples. A gag order was issued in January 2020, silencing doctors and journalists attempting to share information. The U.S. House Committee on Foreign Affairs 2020 report noted that the CCP choked off life-saving information and expelled reporters seeking to uncover the truth. This suppression delayed global awareness of the virus's severity. While the CCP downplayed the outbreak, it allowed approximately 5 million people to leave Wuhan during the 2020 Lunar New Year travel season, potentially spreading the virus worldwide. A mass banquet in Wuhan involving 40,000 families further amplified transmission risks. These decisions, rooted in the CCP's prioritization of control over transparency, set the stage for the pandemic's global spread. ###The Wuhan Institute of Virology and the Lab Leak Hypothesis. The proximity of the WIV to the initial outbreak has fueled speculation about a laboratory leak. Located just 40 minutes from the Wuhan seafood market, where early cases were reported, the WIV conducted gain-of-function research on coronaviruses, including experiments to enhance viral infectivity. A 2016 WIV report claimed the ability to modify viruses without leaving traces, raising concerns about biosafety. In 2023, FBI Director Christopher Wray stated that the virus, most likely, originated from a Chinese government-controlled lab, a view supported by a 2021 U.S. intelligence report noting that 3 WIV researchers fell ill in November 2019. The CCP's handling of WIV data further stokes suspicion. On January 2, 2020, the WIV completed the virus's genetic sequence but withheld it until January 11 to 12, only sharing it after leaks forced transparency. The U.S. House Committee's 2020 report highlighted the WIV's inadequate biosecurity and risky genetic engineering, suggesting a possible lab-related incident. While definitive proof of a lab leak remains elusive, the CCP's opacity has hindered investigations. Natural origin theory and CCP's deflections. The natural origin theory posits that the virus jumped from bats to humans via an intermediate host, likely at the Wuhan market. However, no matching bat or animal virus has been found, and the 2021 WHO report calling this pathway very likely lacks conclusive evidence. Scientists like David Robertson and Alice Hughes argue natural origin is more plausible, but the absence of new evidence keeps the debate open. The CCP has muddied the waters with alternative narratives, suggesting the virus entered Wuhan via imported frozen meat or originated at the U.S. Fort Detrick lab. These claims, propagated through state media and ex-posts, lack scientific backing and appear designed to deflect blame. Such propaganda undermines global efforts to uncover the truth. WHO's complicity and global consequences. The WHO's delayed response exacerbated the crisis. Despite warnings from Taiwan and internal alerts about human-to-human transmission, the WHO declined to declare a public health emergency of international concern (PHEIC) on January 23, 2020, only doing so on January 30. WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus praised the CCP's transparency on January 29, 2020, despite evidence of a cover-up, drawing criticism for political bias. The human toll has been staggering. By April 28, 2025, approximately 6.9 million deaths have been recorded globally, with economic devastation, social isolation, and long-term health impacts. The CCP's actions, from silencing whistleblowers to permitting mass travel, likely escalated a manageable outbreak into a global disaster.
Evidence summary. Information suppression. December 30, 2019 cover-up. January 2020 gag order. Expulsion of journalists. Mass travel 5 million left Wuhan during 2020 Lunar New Year. 40,000 family banquet. WIV Research 2016 virus modification capability. January 2, 2020 sequence withheld. WHO delay January 23, 2020 PHEIC refusal. January 30th declaration. Tedros praised CCP.
CCP propaganda, frozen meat, U.S. lab theories, ex posts deflecting blame. Conclusion. The CCP's early suppression of information, allowance of mass travel, and questionable practices at the WIV likely fueled the global spread of COVID-19. While the lab leak and natural origin theories remain under investigation, the CCP's lack of transparency has obstructed clarity. Understanding the truth is critical for preventing future pandemics, necessitating continued scrutiny and international cooperation. The CCP's role as a catalyst in this crisis underscores the need for accountability and reform in global health governance.